Hello there. It's very much nighttime here, so you just get to see a black screen because I'm outside and it's dark, and I don't have any of that fancy stuff. So here we are. Bit of a different one, but it was just kind of came across my wheelhouse, this idea of what should we do, like apart from the existential esoteric suffering and spider beings and simulations, like day to day, this whole thing of well, urine therapy is the thing. No, urine therapy doesn't make any sense, and I heard satanic people do that, and it's got Shiva in the name, and all gods are archons. Stay away from it. No, eating paleo is the thing. No, eating paleo is no good. That's a con. No, going vegan's the thing. No, vegan's not the, on and on and on and on. It's just like ad nauseum. Yeah, if you're in a body, if you find yourself in a body and you are at the whim of that body in such a way that you cannot dematerialize and rematerialize in whatever way you choose at will, and the body happens to be human, then this will be controversial in itself. I'm going to say it anyway. Anything that you do for more than 4 months, literally anything, any regime or regiment or lifestyle that you follow for more than 4 months will become detrimental, because that's just how it is. Now, please don't come at me with the, I've been doing this for 7 years, 17 years, or the vegan thing, the meat thing, the urine thing, the breathwork thing. Like, yes, I absolutely get what you're saying. But what I'm leaning on here is urine therapy will probably be, especially if you've got something that nothing else can cure, like if it's acute, like, I do energy work, healing with people, and not like, I don't really talk much about what I do, but the sort of work that tends to come to me is a lot of like etheric and energetic implant work, like demon stuff, alien stuff, whatever word you want to put on it. Not nice stuff. Anything that you want to do with your body, whether it's the urine therapy is going to fix up this terrible stuff that's going on with you that nothing else will fix. And the reason I brought up what I do is because, sorry, I had a brain fade. People only come to me because I'm a little bit like the weirdo on the edge of the village, like the witch on the edge of the village. Like, it's a bit too much to take, and your life will probably change if you actually lean into doing the work. So it's last resort. Nothing else is working. Everything else has failed. Finally, I think it's strange enough. I'm going to have to talk to Hamish about it, or Hamish and Sarah. If you've got something that nothing else is going to shift it, and you went on a urine fast of your own urine for a week or 2 weeks, it'd probably clear. Like, there are thousands, and I mean tens of thousands of case studies from every single country in the world about that working. So you can talk about how it's this and it's that and it's the other. I couldn't care less what you think it is or what it actually is. It works. And it works very, very well especially in very acute situations that nothing else will fix. And then after that, probably not necessary. You know, an all-vegan diet will work great if you've never done it before for about 3 to 4 months, and then it will start to not work so well. A high water intake will work really well for 3 or 4 months, and then it'll taper off. A heavy keto diet or a heavy meat-based diet, you know, nutrient dense, but in meat, that'll work great for about 3 to 4 months, and then it'll taper off. I don't know why that is. That's just part of the program. That's part of the pattern. Like, we can talk about the seasons and the food changing and it's baked into how we are, and come at it with whatever theory you want, whatever works. I just know that seems to be a bit of a thing. And so the drive in this is, what is it in you, if there is anything in you, because there might not be, but I'm seeing it around me a lot. It's coming up a lot. Like, the shit's hitting the fan in a lot of different ways, and it's not just the eclipse that just happened. Like, the shit is really starting to hit the fan now, and so the things that aren't working in people's lives, it's getting really loud, like we were told that it would do, and it's being very faithful to what we were told. The bits that aren't working are getting louder and louder. And so people are looking for the fix for the things that aren't working. It's getting their attention. And they just want something to work. Like, they want that tablet to take. Even if it's not, they want ice baths to be the answer. They want urine drinking to be the answer. They want the new religion to be the answer. They want ceremonial cacao to be the answer. You're the fucking answer. You are the answer. And so if you haven't found the answer yet, that's because you haven't found you yet. And I'm not saying that doesn't mean that eating organ meat isn't the answer, but like, ask you. Stop looking for some fucker on Instagram to tell you, or YouTube, someone to follow, or then get to the point where they say the wrong thing because drinking urine is an iconic thing and devil worshippers do it. And so then unfollow them, even though you followed them for 10 years, because now they're involved in that. Like, give me a fucking break. Really? Follow yourself. And if you're lost, then walk in circles for a bit. And then realize you're lost, and then sit down and just work out who the fuck you are and what's going on. Because no one else can do that for you. They can lead you out, but that only works if they keep leading you. As soon as they leave you, you're back on your own again. And if you didn't pay attention and you didn't learn anything from them, then next fork in the road, guess what? You're lost again. I don't have an answer for you for that. That's the whole point. You have the answer. And that's aside from whether you think this is a training ground or a learning ground or a prison or a mind trap, or a mind trap, but we're the ones that are trapping the parasites in here and then we're going to jump out afterwards. Like, whatever you think it is, that's all almost completely beside the point of what is or is not working for you day to day, because the things that are not working are starting to get a bit loud. And people's propensity to want to find someone or something to follow and almost get to the point of worship, because we don't do that anymore. Oh, but Mother Nature. We don't do that anymore, but Divine Feminine, Source, Protector, Mother, Father, like whatever you want. But if that's not you, that's not going to work, because it didn't work when it was Jesus, and it didn't work when it was Muhammad, and it didn't work when it was the ice bath or the paleo. Like, they're all just band-aids, but eventually the band-aid falls off, and what are you left with? You're left with you again. There's no quick fix here. That's the whole point. Or it could be an instant fix. If you could change the way you thought about yourself and the way you applied yourself to what is in here, perhaps it would be an instant fix. I don't know. I'm not there yet. Works easily with some things, it seems, not so easily with others. But this casting around and looking outside for help as if it's a life preserver and you're in Arctic waters. Like, no, you're not actually. You're not drowning. You can breathe underwater. You're already drowned. Take a look at your life. Take a look at how far you've got and how fucked it's been, and maybe how great it's been at the same time. Like, it's that bad, but it's not that bad. So just switch it up. You know, make it your discipline to just keep shifting things up, and don't get attached to anything, even your idea of your sense of self. That's the trick. Don't get attached to organ meat. Don't get attached to drinking your own wee. Don't get attached to ice baths. Don't get attached to being a vegan. Because that's where that suffering sneaks in, that trauma, like, it sneaks in through there. That's a chink in the armor. That attachment, that can be used. So really have a good look at that, because using something and being attached to it are two totally different things. And it's a bit of a rant, really, but I'm just noticing it a lot. This propensity, when people think they're drowning, they start to get a bit hectic about looking for the answer, looking for the bit of floating wood, looking for the life raft with a bit of extra room for them. But, are you drowning? Really? Or is the tempo just lifted a bit? Has it just got a bit noisier? But it's still the same as it was. It's just you can't block it so much anymore. Nothing's really changed except your ability to switch it off. It won't be ignored. It's not you can't ignore it, it refuses to be ignored. So now you have to do something about it, and now you start looking around for saviors and for help, which is great. But my advice would be drop the preconceived ideas and just have a look around like a child. Have a look around with the filter completely clear, and then see something, change something up, have a go at something. Don't be attached to it. Just use it as if you're a 5-year-old. 5-year-old picks something up, they use it until they don't need it, or it stops working, and they drop it, and they walk off. That's probably where we are at the moment. Needs to be a lot less attachment to stuff. Would probably make life a lot easier for people.